Greetings, Fright fans, and happy Halloween to all of you out there. So glad you made it here to the web lab for our Howling Halloween Countdown 2018, where I'm going to count down a different werewolf movie for every day of the month of October. So what we're going to do is actually, if you remember, last year we did 31 anthology films, and this year we're going to do the werewolf movies. But what we're going to do is not going to just be werewolf movies, just like last year. I'm going to mix in some surprises, some movies you may have seen before, some you may not have, some made-for-TV stuff. It's going to be a mix of stuff, and it's not really the best werewolf movies. It's just 31 that I wanted to spotlight, 31 that I like and I wanted to talk to you about. Because believe me, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of werewolf movies out there. Who knows? It's countless. So anyway, it's a fun genre. So, oh, and you may have noticed this. You know, I was getting out the other night and went for a stroll through the graveyard, actually, to kind of clear my head. I've been working late here in the lab, and this dog came running up to me, and I bent down to pet the darn thing, and it bit me on the hand. It still kind of bothered me. So anyway, I wasn't gonna let that keep me from our Halloween fun here, because we got to do this countdown. But anyway, whatever. So excuse the rap here. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get this thing started here. So last year, if you remember, I had a cauldron that I was pulling everything out of, my cauldron of terror. Well, this year I've got a big giant pumpkin. And inside the giant pumpkin are a bunch of little pumpkins, just like last year. And each of them have inside of them the name of a movie. So what we're gonna do is reach in, grab one at random, and this is gonna be the movie that we're gonna talk about to kick off our Howling Halloween Countdown. All right, what's it gonna be? Well, we're getting it started off with a bang, because our Howling Halloween Countdown is starting with The Howling. This 1981 film from director Joe Dante stars Dee Wallace as TV news anchor Karen White, who is on assignment and helping the police to track down a serial killer named Eddie Quist, played by Robert Picardo. She is supposed to meet Eddie, who is infatuated with her, alone, but is wearing a wire. She meets him at a porn shop/theater, where she learns there is much more to Eddie than suspected. He is also a werewolf, and begins transforming right before her eyes when he is gunned down by the police. She is traumatized by the entire ordeal, and her psychiatrist, Dr. Wagner, played by Patrick Macnee, suggests that she and husband Bill, played by Christopher Stone, go to a resort in the woods called the Colony to relax and recuperate. They meet an assortment of odd characters there, including a crazy old man named Earl, played by John Carradine, an inbred-looking feral kid named TC, and a sexy and uninhibited woman named Marcia. It turns out the Colony is actually a pack of werewolves who consider the werewolf curse a gift and plan to bring Karen and Bill into the fold. Bill is attacked and scratched by a werewolf in the woods one night, and later finds himself incapable of resisting his primal urges. He meets Marcia in the woods for a sexual rendezvous, during which they transform into werewolves mid-act. We also learn that Eddie wasn't killed by the police after all, and both Marcia and KC are in fact members of the Quist family. Can Karen escape the hairy clutches of the Colony and warn the world of the danger? This one is chock full of pop culture references and cameos, and remains one of the finest werewolf movies ever made. This was followed by a direct sequel, Howling 2: Your Sister is a Werewolf, in 1985, starring Reb Brown, Christopher Lee, and Sybil Danning. The other films in the franchise are Howling 3: The Marsupials, Howling 4: The Original Nightmare, Howling 5: The Rebirth, Howling 6: The Freaks, Howling: New Moon Rising, and The Howling Reborn. I love how the original Howling film starts in the urban city of downtown Los Angeles and then shifts to the rural Colony. This really gives you two completely different vibes, yet lets you see the wolf stalking their prey in each one. The seedy porn shops and video stores of downtown LA at the time are captured perfectly in this film. It also features a terrific ending, one that will stick with you after viewing. And it's always great to see good old John Carradine in anything. I rate The Howling 5 out of 5 skulls, a must-see classic of the genre. All right, The Howling, 5 skulls, a true classic in the genre. It's a must-see werewolf movie, and for my money, it may be, I don't know if it's the greatest werewolf movie of all time, but it's right up there. It may be my favorite. I don't know. It's kind of hard to pick. It's definitely top 3 for me, though. Go back and forth, waffling. What do you guys think? Greatest werewolf movie of all time, The Howling? I know you've probably seen this one. If any of you out there haven't, for some reason, ever seen The Howling, now's the chance. Check it out. I know it's going to be on cable here. They'll be playing it on TV for the Halloween season, and I just picked up a Blu-ray of it for, I think it was $5 or $6 at Walmart. I did a review of that here. I'll put a link up above. You can pick it up really cheap at Walmart. So if you've never seen The Howling, now's your chance. Joe Dante, classic, chock full of all kinds of pop culture and fun references. It is a must-see in the genre. So that's it for this time. Be sure and join me back here tomorrow night. We'll visit another werewolf movie. And until then, this is Dr. Gangrene saying, stay mad.